yogis. My name is Carly Pearl, and I will be guiding you through an all levels Vinyasa practice, and the focus is on grounding. So let's begin in child's pose. So come towards the back of your mat, allow your big toes to kiss, and move the hips all the way back towards the heels. Soften the torso forward between the inner thighs. Walk the arms forward and allow your forehead to rest heavy on your mat. Feel held and supported by the earth in this nurturing shape. And begin to slow down and deepen your breath. Really breathing into the backs of your lungs, moving the rib cage in all directions, forward and back, side to side. And as you exhale, feel the contraction of the rib cage and the energy drawing you down and grounding you in towards the earth. So the focus today is not only on grounding ourselves, but also creating this awareness in moments where we might be gripping. And in those moments that we grip, can we transmute that energy into grounding? Can we trust that we have what we need and we have the inherent tools to guide us to being grounded in those moments that we feel anxious or worried or fearful? So start to tune out the external and tune into that soft inner sound of your breath, hearing and feeling the rhythm. Then from here, slowly lift the hips, coming to all fours. Walk the knees forward, cross the shins, and make your way down to a seat. Sukhasana, easy seat. And I will turn to face you, but allow your eyes to stay closed. Awareness resting inward. Please bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand to touch your mat in an effort to ground yourself. Sit up tall through the spine. And as you inhale, breathe space into your chest. Feel your palm gently rise as you breathe into that space. And as you exhale, feel the energy through your right hand, grounding you into the earth, connecting to our planet. Inhale, breathing into your heart space. Exhale, feeling the energy through the right palm, grounding you into the earth. May we remember to tune into our hearts. May we remember to honor our planet. May we remember that we are all connected. May we remember our purpose and what will serve our highest good. And may we let go of things that unground us, unnecessary tension or fear. And in those moments that we are ungrounded, remember, we're just one deep breath away from regrounding and connecting to what matters. Our breath in the present moment will draw us in. Please connect both palms together at the center of your chest. Take a slow, full breath in, filling up your lungs. Exhale, may we set this intention to deeply ground ourselves and let go of anything that makes us grip or fear or hold on to tension. May we recognize that we have these inherent tools to keep ourselves centered and grounded. We just have to remember to use them. Release the hands down to the knees, softly open the eyes, and let's make our way to all fours. Tabletop to warm the spine and create a little more circulation. So find a sturdy tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips are over the knees. Inhale, drop the belly towards the earth, a little bend to the elbows as you wheel the heart through the gate of the arms. Exhale, press the earth away to round the spine. Chin draws into the chest, tailbone points down. Inhale, soft bend to the elbows, wheeling the heart forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, gaze up. Exhale, slowly empty the lungs as you round the back, pressing through the palms and shins. Inhale, heart forward, soft gaze off the tip of the nose. This time, open mouth, exhale, rounding all the way. Belly pulls in and up on empty. Inhale, lips are sealed, full inhalation, arching the back. Open mouth, exhale to round. Hold on empty, Uddiyana Bandha. Lock within the belly, pulling the navel in and up. Release the belly, inhale, heart forward, full breath in. Open mouth, exhale to round. Hold on empty, Uddiyana Bandha. Pull the belly in and up, keep holding. Relax the belly, take an inhale, come to a neutral spine and pause. Then from here, walk your hands forward, just about a handprint in front of you. Fingers are spread wide. Curl the toes and slowly lift your hips up towards the sky. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Find a little movement through the legs, pedaling out them one at a time, bending into one knee and then the other. Keeping the breath slow and steady and rhythmic. And then find stillness when ready. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Feet are hips width distance. And then find the body locks within your hands and feet. So in the hands, Hasta Bandha. Press down through the heels of your hands. Spread the fingers and press down through the bases of each knuckle. And then in the feet, Pada Bandha. Spread the toes, ground down through the big toe mounds and little toe mounds. The heels by no means have to be touching, but they're actively reaching down towards the earth. And then a little breath visualization. Inhale, imagine the breath moving up through the centers of your hands, through the palms and up the arms, all the way up the back to your hips. Exhale, visualize the breath moving down the legs, through the soles of the feet, to the earth, then under your mat. And inhale, the breath comes back up through the palms, through the arms, to the hips. Exhale, imagine the breath flowing down the legs, out the soles of the feet, connecting to Mother Earth, under your mat. And again, inhale, bring the breath up through the palms, up the back, to the pelvis. And exhale, the breath travels down the legs, connecting and grounding you to earth, under the mat. And take one more circular flow of breath like this, moving from the hands to the hips, to the feet, and back to the earth. Oh, the shoulders should be warm. Let's set the knees down. And you'll bring the hands forward just a hand print again. I'm just going to scooch back a little so I'm in the screen. And then shift forward and lower down to your belly. Feet or hips width distance to create a little bit more space in the low back. And slide the hands back so they're in line with the middle of the rib cage. Elbows should be somewhat over the wrists. Then engage the legs. Press down through the tops of the feet. Feel the kneecaps lift off of your mat. Anchor down through your pubic bone. Pull the belly in and up. And on an inhale, begin to lift the chest and head. Bhujangasana, baby cobra. So here we want a slight gaze off of the nose. No crunching or tension in the neck. Shoulder heads roll away from the chest. Take another inhale, peeling up ever so gently. And exhale, just as gently lower the chest and forehead down. Relax the kneecaps. Then engage and inhale, begin to lift up one vertebra at a time, flowing down on the exhale. Twice more, inhale, lifting up, reaching through the crown, tailbone rooting down, and exhale, soften. One more inhale, peeling up slowly, engaging the upper back, and exhale, soften. Press down through the hands and knees, tabletop. Walk the knees a little forward, curl the toes, back to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a full breath cycle here, in through the nose, then out through the nose. Give a soft bend to the knees and begin to walk your feet towards the top of your mat. Feet hips width distance when you arrive. Then Ardha Uttanasana, come to fingertips or hands slide up the shins, flatten the back, halfway lift. And exhale to bend the knees and fold, let the head hang heavy. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, reach through the crown, tailbone pointing back. Exhale, bend the knees, belly touches the thighs, softly fold. And once more, inhale, elongate. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, belly pulls in, gazing under the eyes. And exhale, knees bent, fold. And just hang here for a few breaths. You're welcome to clasp opposite elbow in a ragdoll shape. It might feel good to stay static or create a little sway side to side, decompressing the low back. Letting any tension trickle off the shoulders and the crown. Then allow the fingertips to touch down, keeping the knees generously bent. Begin to curl up, one vertebra at a time. Really feel the articulation of your spine. Once lifted, roll the shoulder heads up by the ears, slide the shoulder blades down the back, rotate the palms forward, eyes are closed. Feel the connection through your feet, Pada Bandha. There's 3 points of contact in each foot. The heel bone, the big toe joint, the little toe joint. Root down through those 3 points and then draw up through the arches. Draw up through the inseams of your legs. Slightly draw the shoulder blades together to usher the heart forward. Lifting the front of your spine. Staying open while staying grounded. We'll move through a root chakra, sun salutation A, so slightly different than traditional vinyasa. Start with hands through center. Hands stay through the front midline of the body. Inhale, palms extend up, little back bend, hips forward, fingers trace along the ceiling. Exhale as you come forward, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, hands through heart to fold forward, exhale. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, fingertips or hands to shins. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, plank position. Strong arms. Lift the collarbones forward, press back through the heels. Take an inhale. Exhale, knees down, hips to heels, child's pose. Full breath cycle. In through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, hips high, heels reach towards the earth. Downward dog for 2 full breaths. Maybe find your ujjayi if you haven't already. Hearing that soft whisper of the breath touching the back of the throat. Internally warming the body. Prepare by bending the knees. You can take one big step or a few little steps up to the top of the mat. Feet hips width. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Let the head hang. Remember, hands through heart, bend the knees. Inhale, rise, little back bend at the top. Exhale, return hands to heart, Anjali Mudra. Finding your equal standing pose. Feeling those 3 points of contact within each foot. Grounding and opening simultaneously. 2 more rounds of that flow. Inhale, palms extend up. Little back bend off the top. Exhale, hands through heart center. Bend the knees and fold. Hands touch down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back to plank. Engage the core. Pull the pubic bone up towards the belly. Full breath in. Exhale, knees down, hips to heels, child's pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, lift the gaze, move forward to plank, shoulders over wrists. Full breath in. Exhale, hips high, heels reach down for 2 deep breaths. Prepare by lifting the gaze, little bend to the knees, 1 big step or a few hops. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Hands through heart to rise. Inhale, elbows extend, reach up, little back bend. Exhale, neutralize the spine, return the hands, close the eyes. Take a grounding breath to center yourself. And we'll take 1 more round of this root chakra flow. Inhale, extend the arms, baby back bend. Exhale, hands through heart to fold. Inhale, elongate from tailbone to crown. Exhale, plant the palms, step back 1 foot, then the other. Full breath in plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees down, hips back, child's pose. Hear the breath. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Gaze guides you there. And then exhale, hips high, heels down. 2 deep breaths, in and out through the nose. Prepare by lifting the gaze, bending the knees, walk, step, or hop. Both feet forward, hips width. Inhale, Ardha, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Hands through the midline. Inhale, extend the arms, baby back bend. Exhale, back to Samastitihi, equal standing pose. Close the eyes. Feel your breath. Bring your awareness to an area in your life where you might feel ungrounded. Notice where you start to become ungrounded. Is it physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual? Is it all 4? With this awareness, begin to change the inner dialogue. Can you begin to let go of doubts and fears? Let go of expectations. Let go of the self-critic. Begin to change the narrative. Alright, yogis, arms release, eyes softly open. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend the knees, extend the arms forward. Imagine there's a chair just behind you. Trust yourself as you distribute the weight to the heels, pressing the shin bones back so you can see the toes under your knees. Then bring the gaze forward. Try to bring the biceps closer to the ears, but if the shoulders are rising, open the arms a little bit wider. You can even bend the elbows. Heat is building. Remember your breath when we're in these strengthening poses, and really always. Your breath is the key, right? It's our life force. It centers us. It calms us. So stay connected to it. Sink down a little bit deeper. Press down through the feet. Inhale, rise, big back bend, elbows wide, heart open. Take one more breath here. Exhale, hands through heart, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step one foot back, then the other. Inhale, in plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee draws in towards the nose, round your back like cat pose. Inhale, re-extend the right leg high. Exhale, hug it in, round the back, shoulders over the wrists. Once more, inhale, lift through the heel. Exhale, draw it in, step it forward, closer to your right thumb. Spin the left heel down, the toes are at 45 degrees. Engage the core, lift the heart, rise up, warrior one. Fix these pants. All right, arms extend high. Press down through the pinky edge of your left foot. Settle into the depth of the right knee. And if you feel any tension in the low back, come forward just halfway. Maybe not even half, maybe just a quarter of the way. Creating a little bit more elongation in the lumbar spine. Root down through the left heel. Take another inhale here. And exhale, open up, warrior two. Go a little longer in your stance, aligning the feet heel to heel or heel to arch. Bring the gaze softly over the right fingertips and close the eyes. Now feel the difference between gripping and grounding. And to do this, we're going to grip. So make fists with your hands. Curl the toes down in towards your mat. Scrunch up your face. Pull the belly in. Maybe even hold the breath. Not very comfortable, I know. Then relax, soften, palms open to the sky. Relax the toes, let them spread. Feel the breath moving in and out. So much better, right? From here, reverse it, up and back, left hand to the left thigh, lift out of the left waistband, reach up through the right fingers. Take another inhale. Exhale, come forward, right elbow to right thigh, extended side angle. So feel this line of energy from your left heel all the way up through the left arm and fingers. And there's a rotation through the upper back, the thoracic spine. So spin the left rib cage, gently open. And imagine there's a wall right behind you and you're leaning just the low back in towards the wall. Pulling the belly gently in. One more inhale here. Exhale, windmill the left hand down, lower the right hand, unplug the left heel. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, hips high, heels down, downward facing dog. Home base. Take a breath in and a deep breath out. And again, inhale and exhale. Inhale, raise your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, pull the knee in towards the nose, round the back. Belly draws up and in. Inhale, reach up through the heel. Exhale, pull it in. Once more, inhale, send it high. Exhale, draw it in. Look forward, step your left foot a little closer to your left thumb. Spin the right heel down. And you might go a little wider in the stance, right? So the feet are closer to hips with distance. Look forward, engage the core, and rise up, warrior one. Settle in, press down through the pinky edge of the right foot, a little lift through the inner arch. Again, if there's any tension in your low back, hinge slightly forward at the hips. Pull the belly in and up. Feel the rhythm of your breath and hear it too. It's very meditating for the mind. Then inhale, open up warrior two. Go a little bit longer in the stance. Align the feet heel to heel or heel to arch. Extend out through the arms. And then we are going to revisit our ungrounded place where we grip. Make fists. Curl the toes down into your mat. Scrunch your face. Tense every muscle and hold your breath. And relax. Soften, invite breath in. Turn the palms open. Notice that difference. Where can you release unnecessary tension? Maybe in the jaw or in the throat. Take it up and back. Inhale, reverse. Long through the left side body. Lift out of the right waist. Take another inhale here, reaching up and back. And exhale, left elbow to left thigh. Right arm comes over the head. Move the gaze up past the right arm as long as that's okay in the neck. If you ever feel tension, it's okay to look down. Then again, imagine there's that wall behind you and you're leaning your lumbar spine into it. Rotate the right ribs up. Extend through the right elbow. Reach through the fingers. One more inhale here. Exhale, windmill the right hand down. Lower the left hand, frame the foot. Unplug the right heel. Inhale, step back to plank. This time, shift forward, tippy toes. You're welcome to set the knees down or keep them lifted. Bend the elbows and slowly lower down all the way to your belly. Oh, it feels good here, doesn't it? Little break. All right, this time, hands come just outside of your mat. Come on to fingertips, so you're making little tents with your hands. Feet are still hips width distance. Press down through the finger pads, elbows are over the wrists. Engage those legs, lift the kneecaps. Inhale, peel up into a super cobra and look over your right elbow. Exhale, gaze forward, lower chest and forehead. Inhale, peel up, look over left elbow. Exhale, gaze forward, lower chest and head. Twice more. Inhale, look up, over the right. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, peeling up, legs are strong, gaze left. Exhale, forward and down. Once more, inhale up, looking right. Exhale, down. Inhale up, looking left. And exhale, down. Place your palms outside of your ribs. Press yourself back to a child's pose for a few breaths. Inhale, rise, hands and knees. Exhale, curl the toes and lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Begin your ascent forward, bending the knees. Take a walk, step, or hop. Feet hips width. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, bend the knees, hips back, spine up. All right, continuing to build heat. Sweep the arms back. Shift the weight forward to the balls of the feet, lift the heels any amount. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Remember, your breath is the key. Envision breathing into your bones, your amazing skeletal system that gives your whole body structure. Breathe into the deepest layers of your body. Breathe into every cell. Sink those hips a little bit further back. Heels down, press down through the feet, rise up, little back bend, inhale, prana mudra, heart expands. Exhale, hands through heart, fold. Bend the knees on your way down to give the low back a little bit more space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step one foot back, then the other. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, hips high, heels down, downward dog. All right, yogis, you should be very warm now. One more little flow to move through, and then we'll start to cool down through some balancing poses, and then connecting more deeply to earth. Inhale, right leg high. Just one round. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, shoot the right leg up. Exhale, gracefully step it through. This time, stay on the ball of the back foot and rise up, high crescent lunge. Notice if the energy is dipping down into the hips. Root down through the feet, but draw upward through the inner thighs, through the pelvic floor. Hands come to heart center. Shift the torso forward over the right thigh. Feel the weight distribute in towards the right foot. Then keep shifting it there. Lift the left leg up into your warrior three. Hands are still at the heart. Reach back through the left heel. Crown of the head, stretching the spine forward. From here, bend the right knee, draw the left knee in towards the right, and stand all the way up, one-legged Tadasana. Interlace the fingers together, flip the palms up towards the sky. If you'd like a little more heat in the pose, you can begin to extend the left leg any amount. I always get a little shaky here, but that's good. If you're shaky, if you're trembly, you're building strength. Stay with your breath. Remind yourself how strong you are, how grounded you are, even when you are challenged. One more inhale, lift the leg a little bit higher. Exhale, hands to heart, bend the knee if it was straight. Hinge at the hips. Carefully land on the ball of the left foot. Inhale, high crescent lunge. One breath, one movement. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side. One inhale here. Exhale, low lunge twist. Left hand down, unplug the left heel. Send the right arm high. Full inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand down, step to plank. Inhale. Hips high, heels down. Whew. Downward facing dog. Full breath cycle in and breath out. Let's take one more grounding. Breathing in, breathing out. One more round. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back, pull the belly in and up. Inhale, reach back through the heel. Exhale, hug the knee in, look forward, lift the hips to step through. Stay on the ball of the right foot. Arms reach forward as you rise, high crescent lunge. Again, energy is lifting you upward. Press down through the feet while reaching up. Hands come to heart center. Hinge at the hips, come forward halfway and pause. Feel the weight shift forward into the left foot. Keep distributing the weight there as you come lighter on the right foot until it lifts. Warrior 3. Rotate the right frontal hip bone down, trying to level the pelvis to the best of your ability. Lift the front of the spine. Roll the right inner thigh upward. You've got this. One more breath. And give a bend to your left knee. Right knee draws in towards the midline. Then it comes up 90 degrees. Right thigh is parallel to the earth. Fingers interlace. Flip the palms up towards the sky. Option to extend the right leg any amount. If you lose your balance, it's okay. Make your way into the pose slowly when you're ready if you fall out. That's life, right? We get knocked off balance all the time. What matters is how quickly we can find our way back to being grounded and back to finding our center. Lift the right leg a little higher. Inhale. Hands back to heart, bend the knee, hinge at the hips. Back to warrior 3. Step the ball of the foot back. Inhale, crescent lunge. One breath, one movement. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse it. Exhale, elbow to thigh, right arm overhead. Hold for an inhale. Windmill the right hand down. Exhale, low lunge twist. You're on the ball of the right foot. Left fingertips reaching up. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Step back to plank. Inhale. And rest we go. Knees down, hips back. Child's pose. Begin to allow the breath to regulate. The heart rate to slow. Let yourself be held by the earth. Can you feel her pulse? Make your way up to your hands and knees, table. And curl the toes and lift the hips, down dog. From here, walk the feet forward. Feet come outside of the hands. Toes out, heels in. I'm going to turn to face you. Bend the knees into Malasana Yogi Squat. So from here, the pelvis drops down. Fingertips can stay grounded, or the hands can come in front of the heart space. And feel the elbows press against the inner knees, opening the chest space so the collarbones are broad. This is a great way to open the hips and the ankles, to elongate the spine. And it's also a very grounding pose. And from here, we'll add a little lateral bend. So lower the right fingertips just outside the right toes and reach the left arm wide. If you'd like, you can turn the left palm back, internally rotating, and bring it behind your back. You're welcome to internally rotate the right arm as well, and maybe it wraps behind. But if you're rounding the back to get there, I would release layer and come back to the open expansion. And then release if you have the bind. Begin to bring your hands back to your heart center. And left fingertips outside, just at the left toes. Right arm opens wide. Option to internally rotate the right arm. Maybe bring it behind the back. You can stay there. Or you can internally rotate the left arm. Maybe wrap it around the left leg and find the connection of the hands behind you. But again, if you're sacrificing the extension in the spine, then come out a layer or two back to that open expansion of the arms. Hands return to heart center. Fingertips lower, hips lift. Turn the toes in so that the feet are parallel. Just fold here for a moment. Keeping the knees bent, begin to round up, articulating the spine, coming up to stand tall, Samastiti. And we'll do a balancing shape. So tree pose. Shift the weight down through the left foot, and then there's 3 placements for the right foot in tree. You can use the foot like a kickstand against the inner ankle. You can draw it up to your inner calf, or you can use the right hand to bring it all the way up to your inner thigh. And once you find your balance, gaze at a point in front of you. Unite the palms. Maybe extend the arms up. If you'd like to add a different variation, sometimes this lateral bend can be a fun way to explore the shape, bringing the right elbow in towards the right hip crease and reaching the left arm overhead, just the slightest amount, getting a stretch into the left side body. And if you took that lateral bend, begin to release hands, return to the heart, and carefully step out. Come back to center for a moment. Take a breath to reset. And we'll take it over to the other side. So shifting the weight into your right foot, finding the same placement on the left side with your left foot. So inner ankle, inner calf, or all the way up to the inner thigh. And that hip is externally rotating. So if the knee is drawing in, think of pressing it open to the front of your mat. Hands to heart. Or extending the arms, growing the branches of your tree. Visualize roots rooting you down into the earth through the sole of your foot. And then taking it to a lateral bend if you did so on the first side. Bringing the left elbow towards the left hip crease and bringing the right arm overhead, opening that right side body. And then slowly flow up, hands through heart. Carefully take it back down. Inhale, circle the arms high. Exhale, hands through heart, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, wrap the peace fingers around your big toes. Then inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, keeping the knees bent as much as you need, bend the elbows wide and allow the torso to fold to the thighs. Padavustasana. And if you'd like to take Padahastasana, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Now again, you can stay there, or to come a little deeper, lift the balls of the feet, slide the hands underneath so that the toes tickle the wrist creases. Inhale to find length. Exhale again, knees can stay bent as much as you need. Elbows bend wide. Head bows. If there is any residual negative energy or tension that you feel weighing on you or burdening you, imagine sending it out through the soles of your feet. Mother Earth will gladly compost it and make use of it, turning it into new life. Let go of anything that is no longer serving you. Life's too short to hold on to it and take up your precious energy. Inhale, extend. Remove the hands from the feet. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, tabletop. From here, shift forward, bend the elbows, lower down to the earth. And just take a moment in full prostration, arms open, forehead down. Let the heels turn open. Be held by Mother Earth. And then from here, finding a little shoulder stretch, come into Sphinx. The elbows come under the shoulders, creating a figure 11 with the forearms. Feet still hips width. And then you'll bring the elbows a little bit more forward in front of you. Cross your right arm under your left, and then your left arm over your right so that the hands come out wide. And then you'll kind of shimmy the elbows to go as wide apart as they can. You'll bring your left elbow over your left arm, the top of your arm. Then soften the head over both arms, stretching the rhomboids. The palms can stay down, or if it feels better, you can turn the palms open. And slowly lift the chest, walk the elbows in, come back to Sphinx for just a moment. And then bring the elbows slightly forward in front of you. First, the left arm crosses under the right, and then the right arm over. Walk the hands as far away from one another as you can. And then bring the chin over the top of the right arm. Again, palms down or turn them open, whichever feels best in your shoulders and in your arms, and in your back. And slowly begin to lift the chest, walk the elbows in. Once more back to Sphinx. Elbows under the shoulders, fingers are spreading wide. Press down through the forearms. Imagine that you're energetically pulling the forearms back towards the hips so that you're reaching the spine forward. One more inhale. And exhale. Then soften the chest, the head comes down, hands under the shoulders. Press yourself up to your hands and knees. And then walk the knees forward, taking that same transition that we did at the beginning, crossing the shins, rolling to a seat. And then from here, make your way onto your back. So scooch forward. Let's lower with control. So feet hips width. Arms extend, inhale, lifting the front of the spine, and exhale, pull the belly in as you slowly round, utilizing your core strength. Try to keep the feet grounded. Oh, you made it. We made it. All right, once you're here, walk the feet in towards the buttocks. Feet are hips width distance. Turn the palms down. And see if you can kind of rotate the shoulders underneath you a little bit more, pressing down through the triceps. You can keep your palms grounded on your mat or gently hold the corners of your mat. Press down through the 3 points in each foot and begin to lift the pelvis up. And then once the hips are lifted, it might be easier to kind of shimmy the shoulders underneath you a little bit more. You're gazing down the midline of the body. Glutes are engaged, but not clenching. Take another inhale here. Maybe the hips come just a bit higher. And exhale, lower softly. The upper back, the mid back, the lower back touches down, and hug both knees into your chest. Give them a little rock side to side. And then from here, open the arms wide or in a bowl post. Touch the feet down and shift the hips a little over to the right. Knees come back up and over to the left in an easy supine twist. You're welcome to keep the knees stacked, or you can wrap the right thigh over the left. Gaze can be up or gaze can turn right, getting a little twist in the cervical spine. Feel the breath moving fluidly and gently in the belly, up into the chest. Then to protect the low back, draw the belly in, bring the knees back up through center. Unravel them if you took that wrap. And then again, move the hips a little over to the left. You're welcome to cross the left thigh over the right and lower both knees to the right. Again, the neck can be neutral, or if you'd like a little bit more of a twist, gaze to the left. Feel the breath moving into the lungs and down into the belly. And from the belly, up through the chest, out the nose. Keeping the awareness within, to the sensations, to any thoughts that are surfacing. Most importantly, keeping the awareness on the breath. Remembering that that is our source and that is our tool to stay grounded. Bring the head back up through center. Navel draws in, protecting the low back. Knees come up through center so the pelvis is level. Uncross the legs if you took that variation. And hug the knees in once more. One final embrace. Wrap your arms around your shins. Offer up some love and compassion to your body, right where it is in this moment. Thank yourself for stepping onto your mat, for honoring this time, this intimate hour you've spent with yourself. And then come into a small ball, bring the forehead towards the knees, tense and squeeze every muscle, and then soften, head down. Legs extend forward, arms open. Savasana, final resting pose. Let go of any effort. Let your body become heavy. Let the breath be free and natural. Allow yourself to drift into a conscious relaxation, where you are aware of your body and your breath, but you're not attached. Let go of control. Let go of effort. Begin to deepen your breath. Brush your thumbs across each fingertip. Wiggle the toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Take a full body stretch, arms overhead, point the toes, reach the body long. And then hug the knees in. Roll off to one side in fetal pose, using your bicep as a pillow for your head. Just taking a moment of pause in the shape of rebirth and renewal. Acknowledging that you are hitting the reset button within this moment. Resetting your psyche. Use your top hand pressing down into the earth to lift you up gently, coming to a seat. Keeping the eyes closed. Unite the palms at the center of your heart. Circumstances within our lives and within the world are going to unground us. We're human, and we are sensitive to our environment. It's okay when we become ungrounded. What's important is that we recognize that shift and that we can bring ourselves back to feeling grounded, using our inherent tools. Notice when you are pushing, when you are gripping. Soften that grasp. Find your breath. And remember what's important. Remember to tune into your heart. Thank you for joining me. Please lift your thumbs to your third eye. Tilt your head back. Inhale, lifting your heart. And exhale, bowing forward, sealing in this practice. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.